Hello, good morning. Welcome to another reading for the collective using my wonderful oracle deck. Today is April 26th, so this reading will be for this week. Just a nice reminder message of things that we are going through as a collective, things that you can focus on, things that you can work with, and things to remember with this week going forward, just a little bit of mindfulness. And again, some things may or may not resonate with you, as this is for the collective, all of us as a whole. So some things may sit really well, some things may trigger you, which is also good to look into, because if you're getting triggered, it means you got a little bit of shadow work or something deep within you that you're not aware of that you need to work on. So shadow work is a gift. So if you get triggered, that is a gift. And with that, let's go ahead and pull the cards. I have laid them out, which I don't usually do for readings. I kind of just pull, but I wanted to lay them out today. And I usually pull four cards, so I'll go ahead and pull those now. Our first card is the Oyster card. So the Oyster card is a great representation of our unmatched potential to create a beautiful jewel or pearl, which in essence can be our life's work, our desires, who we are as human beings, that beautiful pearl inside of an oyster. But with the oyster is the reminder to not clam up. Do not doubt yourself. Don't be shy. Don't hold back. Protect yourself or withdraw in. This is about revealing that inner treasure, about sharing your light, your work, your inspirations, your desires, whatever you want to be doing. This is the card for that. This is telling you, don't hold back. Don't keep that beautiful gem of who you are to yourself anymore. It's time to share it with everyone. A great question to ask with the oyster is, what have you been hesitant to share with others? It's a good question. So if you've been wanting to do something and you have this passion, this desire, and you just haven't shared it with anyone, now is the time to really stop clamming up like an oyster does and really open up and show the world that beautiful pearl that resides within you. So the second card is the tiger. So the tiger is really connected to the lunar forces and the silence that exists at night. So soaking in that silence and being comfortable with it, there's such a strength in the stillness at night. And the tiger really emanates that. The tiger is such an image of just being so solid and confident, and especially at night, this is when they hunt. This is when, they're confident in who they are and their abilities, and they're comfortable in the silence. And in the silence is where you will find all of the inner truths of yourself. It's where you will find your power. Sitting in the silence is key. I know a lot of us don't like to sit in silence and maybe our minds run too much, but sitting with the lunar forces in the silence of the night will do wonders to rejuvenate your soul, rejuvenate your body, give you that quietness that you need in your mind, because we are in such an overstimulated world that to get moments of just peace and calm and clarity is so vital to really connecting back to yourself and knowing, there's nothing to fear in the stillness at all. This is where our power lies. It's in our stillness. It's in the quiet mind. It's in the quiet of the night. So this card is a great reminder to sit in the stillness of the night, or just in the quiet in general if you're not a night person, but to go back to the silence and the stillness that is within you, and you'll find your power that you maybe have been a little bit disconnected with lately. And the next card is the shark. So the shark card is a really good one, and when I saw this one flipped, I was totally not surprised, because I believe today or tomorrow there is a full moon in Scorpio, which has to do all with your inner work, the shadow work, the depths, the darkness underneath, and bringing it to light and working with it. And this shark is literally that card. So the shark is all about revealing the true nature or your desires. It's, lurking under the water, and if you don't pay attention to it, it's gonna come up quick, and it's gonna bite you in the ass. So what this card is, it's a great reminder to be honest, to be truly honest. Don't shove things down anymore. Really feel into them. Pay attention to how you're feeling, and Be honest with yourself, be honest with others. Stop the pretending that everything's fine. If you're not happy about something, be honest with yourself, with others about your situation, and say what you want. Say how you want to feel. Be honest with yourself, and no more lurking under the water. It's time to really pay attention to the shark and to give it the time of day, to feel into it and be honest with it, and to be honest with everything. Because again, if you don't give the time of day to the shark when it's underneath, it's gonna come up and it's gonna destroy everything. So really a great week to work on that shadow work, the things that give you triggers, the things that make you unhappy, which it's funny that I literally just said triggers earlier. They are a gift. So if you are getting triggered or you don't feel happy, it's time to be honest with yourself and with others and really put yourself in alignment with the things that you want to achieve. The last card is the snake. So the snake is a beautiful card. It's really our unawakened magic and creativity. The snake is said to be like Shakti, which is the creative life force, and it's said to be coiled up at the base of our spine. And if that image kind of resonates with you, that's like our creative force. It's all coiled up at the base of our spine. What would happen if we tapped into this untapped potential that's sitting at the base of our spine, that's sitting at the core of us? What would happen if we tap into that creative, magical energy? We started doing these things that we were afraid to do. You know, coming back to the oyster card here, we're opening this oyster up and doing the creative things that we feel inside of us that we want to do, you know, starting that, waking up that untapped potential that's within us. A great question is, what would happen if you woke up your creative energies? There's nothing bad that would happen from it, I can tell you that. And the snake is a great reminder there is no time to waste. When this card pops up, it's like, now is the perfect time for you to start doing these creative adventures that you've been wanting to do. No longer hold yourself back. Give yourself the time of day like you give everyone else in the world. Give yourself the time of day to be creative, to do what you want to do. And then with all of these cards, I'm going to say this very lovingly. Meditation, my friends. This week is an amazing week to do meditation. All 4 of these cards have to do with going internal. And meditation is the best way to go internal, to sit with yourself, to sit in your stillness, to feel your emotions that are in your shadows, that are deep down, to feel that creativity that is in our root. This week is the week to do some soul work, to just sit with yourself. You don't have to even set like intentions. Just sit with yourself, feel your own energy, feel your own power, because there is so much power in all of these cards and it's all untapped potential. And it's about time that we give ourselves the time of day to really sit with ourselves, tap into who we are, what we want, know it for sure, feel all of our feelings, the good, the bad, the triggers, the happiness, to feel it all and to really run with it. And this week is a perfect week to do that. Especially with the full moon in Scorpio that's happening. That's literally the essence of the moon. So I'm not surprised that any of these cards are here. But again, this week is the week to really trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust your gut, sit with yourself, so then you can really get that clear message of what you want to do and do it and start doing it and feel good and happy. And you know what? Share it. That's the scary part in moving through the discomfort, and that's what kept me from posting on YouTube for a long time. So this week, my friends, it is all about going in, feeling the feelings, fighting the fears of wanting to just not share with anyone, and just doing it. Like, go for it. Now is the time. Thank you all for joining me this week with this reading, and I look forward to connecting next week to see what the collective has in store.